so much. You guys are awesome. I love everybody. And actually, let's talk about that for a moment. I have a really interesting piece of information because part of that question is, how much should you love people and Jews in particular? So we're live now on YouTube and on Instagram. Locker Live. Oh, okay. So Tiffany has a good question. So we'll start with Tiffany's question and we'll deal with the other question after. So Tiffany's asking on Instagram, why do I have to keep lights off and can't use keys or even money on Shabbos or Shabbat? It's a great question, Tiffany, and I want to actually correct the premise of the question, because there are groups of Jews, there have been in the past groups of Jews who believed in keeping the lights off all Shabbat. And we don't believe in that. We believe in having lights on. In fact, one of the main reasons we light Shabbat candles, to bring light into the home on Shabbat. Now, there's a group of people, they were called the Tzedokim, or the Sadducees, and they lived a couple thousand years ago, times of the Holy Temple. And they believed in listening to the written Torah and not the oral Torah. They didn't listen to the Talmud. And they looked at it and they defined it as, the Torah says not to have lights on Shabbat, not to burn fire on Shabbat. So we're going to sit in the dark and sit in the dark all Shabbat. Our rabbi said, hold on a second, that's not what it means. On Shabbat, God stopped creating. So we stop creating for a day. There's certain types of creation, like turning on fires or lights, like planting and digging and cooking, and certain kind of creative work that we want to be like God. Have you ever seen a celebrity do something or say something, you're like, well, I want to be just like them. I want to dress like this celebrity, or I want to sing like this celebrity. I want to eat the same foods that they eat. Okay? If you're looking on YouTube, Isaac, you can just search for Rabbi Locker or search for Selfie Torah. You'll find my channel, and it's right there. It should be live on the channel. I hope that's where it's going. It's the same stream as the Instagram stream, but it might be a little easier. And I'll type hi so that people see that there on YouTube. So to answer Tiffany's question again, our main goal on Shabbat is to be like God. God created the world in 6 days and then he stopped creating. Took a break. So on Shabbat, we stop creating things. That means transporting things. It means doing business. It means writing. It means digging. It means a lot of different creative types of activities. But we don't sit in the dark on Shabbat. That's something we absolutely don't do. So again, the brief reminders. I did promise you guys some pickle jokes. So here come a few pickle jokes, and then we will sign off for the evening. Because I promised a very short show tonight. Here we go. This is a rough one. There were a bunch of giant cannibals, and they wanted to eat me, but first they started soaking me in vinegar. So I said, hey, why don't you pickle someone your own size? Ooh, I need reviews there, positive, negative, I don't know. Gonna rate them between 1 and ouch. All right, here we go. Why are pickles in sandwiches always so polite? Because they're well bred. Ooh. Okay, Dave is asking a great question. What is the oral Torah? And I want to address that, and let's make an appointment to do that next Tuesday on Locker Live, to remind me, David. And if you want, David, you can even go live with me next Tuesday. But I'm not going to address a question that big with so little time remaining. But great, great question. Okay. What do you call a pickle? You got it at a cheap price. And thanks, Isaac, for the feedback on the joke. What do you call a pickle you got at a cheap price? This is obvious. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me. A pickle you got at a cheap price. I will give you the answer in 10. You can type it in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You call it? A good deal. Ooh. All right. Here we go. On what radio station would you hear Bob Dylan on? Vlasic Rock. You have to get that one. It's not so easy. What do you get when you cross a pickle with an alligator? A crocodile. Oh. Wow. What did the pickle say when he was told he was going into a salad? What did the pickle say when he's told he's going into a salad? I'll give you guys another chance to comment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. He said, I relish the thought. Oh boy. Okay. So the teacher came over to me in the classroom and said, Rabbi Locker, she didn't call me Rabbi, I was a kid. She said, if you had 4 pickles and I asked you for one, how many pickles would you have left? And I said, I would still have 4. All right. That is definitely it for tonight. Hey, Matt, welcome. Thanks for joining. Awesome on YouTube. So we got YouTube. We got Instagram. We're going to do this every week. Hopefully it'll be 8 o'clock. We start a little late tonight. It'll be short and sweet so everyone can join on. You can text me your questions, email them, Instagram, YouTube. Send me something about questions, piece of information. I can give shout outs. So shout out to Matt for joining. Thank you all you guys for coming. And we always end with the same question. So tell me, everybody, how often do you Nagila? All day, every day. And that's it for me for tonight. See you next week.